what if you're on a budget? Does it cost money to be healthy?
I think it's a great question, Kathy, and I think the real quick answer is yes, it does cost a little bit more money to eat healthy, but I always look at it as almost the investment, right? You're looking towards what are you doing now to implement and offset different health issues later on. And I really do believe that it takes time and planning. I can't reiterate that enough. I mean, are you going and getting the buy one, get ones deals when you can? Can you stock up on chicken and freeze it in those moments when you need it later on? There's deals to get. It's just, again, the understanding of a whole plan and method, because it doesn't always mean it has to be more expensive to eat healthy. And so I think it's really just rationing it. And, you know, I think one of the main things I've been working on is just looking at my food waste, right? So that alone can help save money. So looking at your budget, yes, can I use this $10 to make a meal, and how far can I stretch it? Because eating out on the flip side is just as expensive as well. So again, I think really looking at what you're going to eat for the week, how can you ration it out, make sure you have different multiple meals, and again, really truly now know where at different places you can get the deals, right? Because I think you could be budgeting better instead of like running into the store and grabbing the first thing and then you've bought too much or too little, or, you know, again, whatever the situation, I think it still means that you have to plan for the week.
And I like what you said. You know what? Spend a little money on the good food, on the healthier options, and you'll spend less time at the doctor's office and less money at the doctor's office.
Total investment.
Total investment. Now, just to gauge tailgate food with a quarter plate of protein, how many buffalo wings equals a quarter of a plate?
We're back to the wings.
We're back to the wings. I'm sorry, wings.
No, you know, I mean, again, I think if you look at the plate and if you're looking at it to be a quarter of the plate, keep in mind that, again, you might be munching on other sources of protein. So if it was just going to be something like the chicken wings, it would be roughly 4, okay? But that doesn't mean that you might not have a slider later on, and so you can mix and match your protein sources. So I think that's always a really good, important thing to keep in mind, and stagger and know that if this is the first meal and that's how many that you're having, perfect, but then later on you're having something else. But again, it's roughly 4. That's just an estimate. It depends on size, its extent of that. We're not weighing stuff to be that exact, but again, are you having some other protein source along with it? And so then it may be less, I guess is what I'm just trying to say.